There you go. Enjoy the fetches. Right, let's go. What we have to talk to people here, I guess.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not.
Over here. So we're looking for someone who will help us get through that gate. Fingers crossed. Hello there.
I can help you with, travelers.
Allow me.
No, please.
Man, we represent
You're gonna do a terrible job.
the greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Well, there you have it.
Thank you.
I was surprised that your actual ingenuity actually worked there, Uncle, to be honest.
You wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all.
Is there no Dalamil Inn that we could probably find her at? I guess not then.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil.
Okay, we'll try our approach now. Just asking straight up where she is. Oh.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
She's the richest one, but no one knows about her, apparently.
Won't find a finder smithy this side of the strait.
Either she's trying to keep secret, or she just generally is not known by the general people in this area.
Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Or money. Money also helps with experience and influence.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman.
Why are we letting him do all this? It's gonna be bad. Well, he's a good talker, to be fair.
Community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand.
It's small enough that they should know who she is.
Families.
This town.
Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly. Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Yeah, it does.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Wait, insects! What's
Hey, I hear you own these bathwaters. Do you know someone called Dalamala?
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
They look like they're cosplaying as Joshua or Daniel.
You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she
We get
was
our
the trader of
cosplays from the Kingdom Hearts store.
And what business do you have with the desert?
Oh,
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
so she isn't very well known. Well, why don't we just say desert hair? People probably would have known. The people we told you probably didn't know she was called Dalamal. We should have just said desert hair. Well, maybe that would have been
Trust him.
too inconspicuous.
As I think.
Oh. Well, if we fight something or we don't. Okay, we're about to fight something, aren't we?
I beg your pardon.
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you'll like.
You really want to fucking go right now? I can think of about 7 reasons why you shouldn't do this. First one is this. Second one is this. Third one is this. Fourth one is this. Fifth one is this. Sixth one is this. And this is the final reason why you couldn't have fucked with me. Surprised I didn't kill all of you, to be fair. That's pretty impressive. Oh, and he brought friends. Imagine like walking past this alleyway and just seeing this. Oh god, there's a bit of murder going on. Oh, it's fine, Jonathan. It's just usually what happens in this town, I guess. Oscar boy. Get fucked. Go on. Go on. You wanna go? Oh my god. Enemies bested. Yeah, we didn't kill them. We just bested them. Because of course we did. Why would we kill? It wouldn't make sense for Clad to do that. Why would he? Why would he? Oh, my lord. I'm so injured, my lord. Oh, I got sand all over me, my lord.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
You better fucking answer us if you know what's good for you.
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
So it wasn't a desert hair then.
One could hardly call that a test.
Oh, it's him.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Not your voice apparently.
It's rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am.
Oh, I mean, of course. That name is like gone across the entire world, basically.
Rock and collect the bounty.
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina.
Oh.
She will
It's not called Dalamo, it's just called Rosina.
Yes, my lord.
Alright, my lord, but what about my friends? They've all been killed. He murdered his friends.
Pleasure.
Oh no, that sounds like a club that Clive may get rash thoughts inside of.
Plates and pots! Bowls and
This is where all the Cindy's are.
The most fragrant herbs and
The finest fabric.
Is this the place?
I wouldn't really call that a place for leisure.
War's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
So it was the young sprig after all. So much
Oh.
for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
Well, money,
It was
uncle.
an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him.
It is a him, it's not a her.
Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means.
I mean, I guess, yeah, must have
I'd say
changed
he
since
deserves
then.
our respect.
Yeah.
See that he gets it.
We shall give him, I guess, the Clive's version of respect. And I don't really know what that is.
Lubor.
I guess brooding.
Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
Oh, he is young.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid II?
Oh. Fellow, we're about to get a title card.
I
Loophole.
won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
So an easy ass then, I'm assuming.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity?
Money.
Why,
Influence.
trust.
Yeah, I assume
Everyone
so.
knows that. Without it, you have nothing.
Well, that's true, I guess.
And nothing is exactly what you have.
Oh, you want me to do
So
side
for
quests for
you,
you?
I
I
do
understand. I can do that.
I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that
Well, how about we
wanders
murder all
in
of
off
them?
the street.
That won't garner trust, but it will garner
As
progression.
you can see.
Let's leave this mum at his farce.
By all
No,
means,
no, no.
find someone else to help you on
I
your
know what
way.
kind of prize he's asking for, and it involves doing little errands for him, I
Just be
assume.
sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions.
You
do we?
blackmailing us,
Why,
twat.
you...
That is what are you going to do that we cannot deal with?
What do we need to do?
Well, I guess we don't want to fuck up
Earn
this
your
town's
trust.
entire economy. Why? We've already screwed up the biggest bar, basically.
I like this one. willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants.
Even go to
Like you, have a
the Honeybee Inn.
place in my heart.
It was weird enough Cloud being in the Honeybee Inn. I don't know what Clive would be like. That'd be awkward.
What I want, always.
How have you become so high up in this place?
So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scrub.
What else are we going to do?
Might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age?
Wow, okay.
But enough of the pleasantry.
I'm surprised the uncle didn't, like, beat you up after that. I do say, my
I want
kind
you to
sir.
put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid.
Wait, you want me to, like...
Until then, I bid you good day.
Oh, no. Yeah, just casually solve all the problems in the entire town.
Be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
Oh, the youth versus the elderly. How do I know this type of banter so much?
Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
What? How many side quests are you going to give me, buddy?
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child.
Don't underestimate him, I would say.
Let's divide our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
He just wants to get to the good stuff. I don't really blame him, to be honest.
Good luck, Uncle.
Follow the crystals. Ah, I remember that quest in FF14 when we followed the jelly beans. Or the rock candy crystals. Alright, now we got 3 requests to go look for, I guess. Hey, do you need help?
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I mean, yeah, I've heard of the big guy.
Damn thieves.
Oh, they were stolen.
Crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard.
They don't use bearers here, then.
Few moons.
At least I haven't actually seen any bearers.
Buy them on the black market.
It's interesting.
Whoever's taking them, they aren't.
They're using crystals to try and do it. We know crystal trade is illegal in San Black, but it seems like they're fine with that here. Interesting. I like that the different communities have different types of trade and cultures. Obviously, they would, but it's cool to see how much they're emphasizing it. Hey, Chocobo! Look at it! You could eat that guy's entire face with that beak. Yeah, they are massive.
Dalamil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one.
Ah.
The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil.
Makes sense.
The men on the rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
So this place is very in business then in terms of crystal.
Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
So we've learned that because of how close we are to Drake's Fang, this place also sees a lot of money come in terms of provisions and stuff. They've like perfectly exploited this entire region basically in terms of this town. I mean, that's how most towns are built. In D&D, when you design a town, you don't design it to just be there because it would be cool. Like, how would it work in terms of economy? Would that town thrive if it's in like a snowy environment where there isn't a lot to do around? What would be the size of it and who's investing into it because of that? There's always a money angle to these situations that have to be looked at when it comes to building villages and other such commerce. Of course, you can just make a town cool, but then there's the added level of complexity and intrigue in building it based around the economy and what careers and jobs would build out from those sectors. Just fascinating stuff.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
You could afford me, Clive.
You. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
That's fair.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered.
Yeah, like I said, that's fair.
Stuck
You
up
know
his
where your
own people.
allegiances lie. You don't need to trust me at all. I haven't done anything to earn your trust.
Empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
I'm not scary. Am I scary,
I'm
Torgal?
starting to get an idea of
I'm not
what's
scary, am I?
I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
Enjoy the pets.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The finest fabrics.
Oh, there he is. He is like tiny. Oh, that's not him. Ugh.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
I mean, we also paid you back for it,
What do you
so.
want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal.
Well, then again, like, even if we paid her back, we still destroyed all our furniture.
Yes, he's upstairs, but
But?
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
What do you mean, but? What's happened to him? Uncle? What have you been doing? You haven't drank too much, have you? God damn it, Uncle. Shit. Oh, wait, what am I doing up here? Uncle? Where the fuck is he? Oh.
Huh?
Who is he talking to? Oh, and he hasn't got into trouble, has he?
Will this suffice as a deposit?
What are you doing, Uncle?
Sense. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy
What are you
to
doing?
Should you give me
Why don't we just
reason
follow
to
their... I mean, there is basically a game to them, so maybe doing this would
I'm
also
sure
help.
that we can come to an agreement.
Don't just give them valuables, you can get thieved. Oh, you idiot.
What are you doing,
Dumb,
Uncle?
lovable idiot. I don't know what he's doing. Hey, so you're gonna tell him what the fuck you just did? Oh, okay. Uncle? Byron, what have you done? Hey.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade.
Yeah, I would have
such
thought so.
things. But my uncharacteristic
Okay, so it is the same here.
expression just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians.
Uncharacteristic discretion.
They could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay
So
for
the
it.
Kupka's guard, they trade with crystal.
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so.
Oh, only 500,000.
Price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
Bandits have been offered the crystals, apparently.
Crystals has dried up of late.
Yeah.
And some people seem to think they're being stolen.
Stolen by who,
While
though?
members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over
Have they been
town.
stealing it, I wonder?
I wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere.
Yeah.
Pocketing the profits.
Playing the both sides of the angle.
Right.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Simple as pie.
Preening Popinjay thought this would be difficult.
Popinjay? The fuck is that word?
This goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk.
Popinjay? A vain or conceited person, especially one who dresses or behaves extravagantly.
Corner of the Velcroy.
I love it. That's what a wonderful word.
The perfect
Popinjay.
spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support if things turn sour.
Of course.
The translation team had a fucking field day with some of these words. It's the same with 14 too. There are so many words I have learned from that game, like laconic, languish. So many great little phrases that I have heard before, but from the way the game like applies it and how often they use those types of words, I have incorporated them into my own language across time. So thanks 14 for actually, you know, giving me a grammar lesson. And teaching me how to use big professional words sometimes. I thank Young Jay. I thank all the people who speak very poshly in that series. Wait, where are we going? Also, yeah, Lubor. Desert Gate. Okay, we're going to Desert Gate. Forge Master of the Briar's Kiss, the finest smithy in Dalamil. Lubor is also the Desert Hare, an ally of Sid's who once went by the name of Ruzana Dalamil. And we all thought he was a Gale, but he wasn't. He was a man this entire time.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Yes, they're quite.
It's good to know that Kupka's guard are doing this while, you know, he's been mortally, well, not mortally wounded, insufferably wounded. Well, saying that, they said that he was going back to Drake's Fang to be healed. Which suggests to me he may get his hands back. Either that, or they're gonna be like, just cauterized, and then he's just gonna be fine. Either way, we'll see what happens. Also, look at the chocobos. I don't want to attack them. Oh my god, there's the old desert prince. That's a nice touch game. I love it. This is so good. Soken's like, oh, we'll just do regular old desert music for this place. Why not? So I've been listening to some of the music between recording sessions because I honestly cannot wait until we finish this game. We've still got a while yet to even reach that point, so I thought I'd take a chance to have a little listen to the music, and yeah. I don't think it's an understatement to say that some of the songs are absolute bangers. I love, specifically, I like the Phoenix versus Ifrit song. I think it's called Away. And I also like the Typhon song a lot. Here. It's something I've never heard Soken do before. Like, maybe in Pandemonium a little bit, but it's fucking amazing. Honestly, if there's anyone to take over the reins from Nimetsu, it would be Soken.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
Yeah, for all your crystals, please.
Silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice.
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Huh. Oh wow, that's a lot of crystal.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity.
It's all been harvested from Drake's Fang, hasn't it been?
If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
Oh? Oh.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you.
Oh, it's Wayload soldiers.
But we have
it's the royalists.
And will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing.
They're the ones who took the crystal.
Our price has been met.
Oh.
Royalists?
Yeah.
What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies.
Interesting, he stated it as blessing and not just crystal. Does that suggest they're going to be taking Hugo as well? Because he's blessed by Titan. But he hasn't designed to give his blessing to other people. And because he hasn't really had a family.
Of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion. And share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not
officially property? You stole them. I don't think there's anything official about it.
Next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
God damn it, you could have been a little bit quieter, Uncle.
What is the meaning of this?
Well, you're in cahoots, you're assholes. Hey, we can double cross if we had not crossed in the first place.
Kill them both.
Oh, poor guy, he's about to die far from home. Bane didn't expect to see a tornado in the middle of the desert, huh? Can't really hit them right now.
over yet, Uncle.
Good.
I'm well aware.
Getting warmed up.
Want to attack me, guys? Come on. Hit me. Oh shit. Long burn. I go again. Yeah, go on. Go on. Sorry, buddy. Oh my! I'm covered in electricity. Oh! Ah! Oh my god. There's a lot of enemies here, huh? No, I want to kill Chocobo! Fuck off! No! If I don't look at them, then they all disappear. God damn it. What's happening? No, I'm not touching it. Oh well. If I don't look, it won't happen. Ah, look at the scenery today, isn't it lovely? I love the desert. It's a wonderful time to have a look at the desert right now and not behind me. Ah. It's a wonderful desert. The sand is flowing. We just saw a saddle. And I didn't. What do you mean? There were no chocobos involved. No, it was nothing bad at all. No one was hurt in the process. No birds were harmed in the making of this video game.
Too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role.
Oh yeah, you definitely feel like a stage actor.
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling.
How did you get here?
Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
You can just squeeze us more for what we're worth.
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly. Buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the royalists. Well, now it's over.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
Flexion and crystal. And I'm guessing you're going to take all this crystal and sell it yourself so you can get more money and more trust.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Can we take a few? I don't know. I wonder if they're edible. Probably not the best idea if we eat raw crystal. But it could be like, I don't know, they could taste like rock candy or something. We could be like in Blackpool, we can just open our own rock candy store with like different flavored crystals from each mother crystal.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Yeah, probably for the best.
Clive.
Oh well, never mind.
So, Sid the Second.
Oh my god!
Clive.
You can't!
I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain.
The game knows! It knows the name's silly. A little silly. It's great. I love it. That's wonderful. Thank you. I needed that.
Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with
I needed some verification.
missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other
shit, it's an
way
ice cream
should
man
they
outside.
to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs.
No, Uncle, stop spending your money
This is the
needlessly.
purse I gave to the soldiers I trust. I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh dear. Was I really so obvious?
Were you watching?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron.
Oh, why would you say that?
No. Thank you very much, Greybeard.
The gall of the youth and the gall of the elderly.
Wear this.
What? Oh, seal! Yeah! How many seals do we have now? We must have a lot.
Who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Nice.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people.
Oh, you want to be involved in some trading?
Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Oh. Why do you have to say it like that? I like the idea that he's purposely acting, got his name like, Oh, I suppose Dad did. He's purposely making it sound like he is a woman, just so that when he actually appears, it's less conspicuous. When they're trying to find out who he is, they're like, oh, it wouldn't be this person, now would it?
Sid, or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
He ended up being a pretty cool dude, I guess because he wanted to gain trust of us. I mean, if there wouldn't be any other situation otherwise.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
There we go, we did it. That was a lot less meandering than I thought it was going to be, actually, in terms of quest progression. I was expecting it to be a whole rigmarole involving side quests and running around, but it was actually pretty painless. Saying that, I expect there to be many side quests here now. Yep, there we go. Alright, Uncle, we can't leave yet. We've got a side quest to do.
I've even forged a butter knife before.
Oh, well, we know what this story is going to be entirely about. I don't know how to forge swords.
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
He's a chaotic man.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive? Sorry, my mind was elsewhere.
Yeah, my name is Clive.
Master Luber's...
I see he has told everyone my name, probably in amusement. His name's Clive, apparently.
Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware.
Maybe you just need proper training.
To make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalamil. Whatever that's supposed to mean.
I mean...
I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
We are not a blacksmith. Yeah.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that, or pack my bags.
Why were you, even asked to be a blacksmith? You don't know how to blacksmith.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before.
So why are you making one?
This little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil.
Probably some form of insignia or emblem for the town.
With that man.
We could just ask him.
We will be solving Lubor's puzzle.
Although maybe that's the point. We shouldn't ask him because he wants us to work it out.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose.
Yeah, we should ask around about it.
Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living.
Oh, why are we looking for people with knives? We should look for people who know the history of Dalamil.
Any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade.
Well, there you have it.
Right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
You really got this entire distance in terms of knife carving, and then you didn't think maybe I should ask someone else for an opinion. It's usually like the go-to thing, like even during like education. If you are lacking in terms of information, don't just sit there in obscurity and wonder, oh, what do I do? I'm so confused. Like, go out and ask someone. I'm sure people will be more than willing to listen. Oh my god, there's a lot of people talking right now. Hello, Flesher, my favourite character in the game.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
Not yet. Right.
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Hey, I got Lubor's seal.
Fair enough. Knives, is it?
Yeah.
First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat no problem, but sinew dulls sheep steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays.
Why do you have to say it like that?
Makes sense.
I mean, you wouldn't want something that's blunt, Clive, would you? And you need to have a high durability. I remember there were those programs, like, back ages ago, where it was a competition to see who could make the best knife, and there were many different facets to the competition, like, how sharp is the knife? Can it cut through a big piece of steak? Can it cut through wood?
True to his word.
There are different requirements for each one, each knife, because of how they are made. Like, you wouldn't expect a steak knife to chop through wood, would you? That was meant to be a joke, but it ended up being it.
Everything I've worked for, ruined.
Oh, okay. We might need you over here, Uncle. You might know what to do. I like that you kind of walked towards him when I said that.
Toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
Yeah, you seem like you're having a bad time.
The baths are closed. Leave me be.
Oh, well, I might better help you.
Perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
You told me to leave, so I'm going to leave.
Depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals
Fast scene of Clive.
enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Alright.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
We're doing this for free, I guess.
It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulphur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Alright, I understand. There's no reason for me to do this. I know that sounds cool, but like, if you need me to go and do this for you, I guess Clive would be willing to do that task. It's a case of, though, where would Clive actually do this in the context of the MSQ? Because we are basically racing to try and find Kupka at Drake's Fang. We've already taken a few interludes, and doing these small side quests feel like they wouldn't be a part of the actual story. So because they are side quests, we've got to kind of suspend our disbelief a little bit that Clive would do these. I mean, there's a reason for it, I guess you could say. Of course, Clive has and is Sid the Outlaw. He does this stuff to help people and try and make their lives a little bit better, even if it means not being able to entirely help them, or sometimes not being able to help at all. Ducky. Not as good as Torgal, though. Yeah. Trying to find this other quest. If I was a quest, I'd be down this alleyway over here. Whoa. What are you buying, eh, stranger? Would you like to find our nicest knives on the block? Oh, hello. Goblin coin. Okay. I'm guessing they would be in town, to be fair. I'm gonna do this knife quest and then head out. So I'm gonna have a look around the shops and see if I can find this person. I mean, they don't really seem to be anywhere, to be fair. Maybe down here.
I'll be asking for you again.
Damn, where is this quest? Above, maybe?
Fucking.
I like that it doesn't just tell you where it is, but also I don't really know where I'm meant to be looking.
I need a drink. You're going to drink my drinks and then just up and leave?
Why, yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I said before that conversation is not something that Clive should be involved in. I'm not sure where I'm meant to be looking for this quest, to be honest.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
I feel like I've gone the distance in terms of where it could be.
A silken softness, like eating a clam.
Oh. I guess I could go out here for some reason. Right, wait, was there an interactable there? No. They're very sneaky. But not sneaky enough, apparently. I mean, it scrolls all the way out here to the edge, so there's a very high chance it could be one of these little caravans out. Yeah, okay, it wasn't one of the caravans, god damn it.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Oh, he's bigger than Clive.
Why?
I have a question. Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use.
Well, his answer is going to be entirely different to the butcher's, of course.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with.
Okay, no, they have to basically just the same kind of idea. It needs to have high durability.
You'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should
some
be
mushrooms, some herbs, some spices.
Hardly a revelation.
No.
Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Anything I can interest you in?
Let's see, shall we? The Breath of Lightning. Buy a few of these.
An excellent choice.
After 1,000 tables, I'm good. But I do appreciate that you have lots of cool consumables and stuff.
An excellent choice. My thanks. Fare you well.
You're welcome. Wait, how much were the elixirs?
Are you looking
Just
for
so I
something
know.
in particular?
Yeah, fuck that.
Thank you for your custom.
Yeah, obviously if you get a knife, it doesn't necessarily have to be the sharpest one on the shelf. As long as it has high durability, it's gonna last longer. If you were in a competition to have a knife that cuts through something the best, then yeah, you would have a sharp knife that's probably very thin and would smash if you hit it with anything harder or you did it multiple times. But in this case, it makes sense that they would actually make it short and durable. And thick knives that are durable.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new
Well, you
trade?
need a bit of knife durable is one thing I've learned.
Durable
Yeah.
and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalamil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light.
What kind of knife do you want to make?
Heavy and
If it's the spirit of Dalamel, what is the spirit and what would that require?
Started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalamil remark. But that can't
Sticky standing right behind us.
I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort.
Okay.
Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master.
You can't make both. That's impossible.
No one else you can turn to. Someone who knows their metals.
I mean, we know someone who you could turn to. Back at Hideaway.
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy.
Well, there you have it then.
She'd know a thing or two.
Oh, we did it? Wait, am I following you or not? Oh, no, I 100% am. Okay. Okay, we have to teleport there at some point. Let's go do this quest in the background. And then we'll teleport over there and get that quest done.
The juiciest meat from Green's Bed.
No! Stop eating Chocobo! God damn it! We live in a terrible world. Okay, we're gonna help the bearers, but we're also gonna put Chocobo off the menu. No, if we save the world, there's gonna be more Chocobo, which means there's gonna be more Chocobos eaten. God damn it.
How many
times do I have
Oh, we have to continue the actual main scenario a little bit. We can get around here, but that's fine.
We should get going soon.
So this is all salt. Wow. Oh no.
Ah, I'm not too late.
Oh hey, you're here.
What is it, Lubal? A question that I neglected to ask earlier.
Why we're here?
Where is it that you're bound?
Yeah.
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Oh!
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret.
Doesn't have any hands.
Fang is currently riddled with royalists.
Yeah.
Tolmeki and Walud are allies, and as you have seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days.
Oh.
I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
I mean, this is kind of what we expected, to be fair, but we do appreciate. I do appreciate the warning.
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing: that you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest.
But where they'd expect us to go from. Like, I know Hugo's not in a good position right now, but
I've lost one Cid already.
If I was going to attack and I wasn't an idiot, that guy who was with Barnabas isn't going to be an idiot and be like, oh yeah, I'm sure Clive is not going to come here right now. No, he is. Okay, what route would he take? Probably the one with the least guard, so the mines, which means, yeah, we're probably going to get ambushed.
Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
We're not dying in this game, Clive. Oh, what if he does die? I feel like they're setting up Clive to die, but then he isn't, because he has found something to live for. It's the entire point of the game is fighting to live, not fighting for a good death.
Shall we press on?
I like that. I like that. I like that statement. Fighting for a good life instead of fighting for a good death. I like the music here. Oh yeah, I thought it might be bombs. Whoa! Oh yeah, we have to go all the way around. Okay, right. Chocobo! Well, Bosia, I mean.
Let's go.
Yeah! I'm a little sad we can't pet Ambrosia, but it's fine. I love that we're in the Saltery. Finally, we've come back. We've gone home. Yeah, I would assume there would be bombs down here. They're not called bombs, but I've called them that now, I guess. Right.
By the flames. That explains the
Holy shit. Okay. Yeah. Hi guys. How are you doing? Oh, time to get windswept. Careful here because these can kill me in one hit. Well, they can't, but they get very close to. Fuck him up, Clive. Okay.
Out of the frying pan.
More bombs. Ow. Old Faithful, what the fuck are you then, eh? I could barely see the orb symbols right now. I don't know what's going on with the colours in this area. Oh fucking hell. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the white background because I can't see which orbs are lit up for the icon abilities. It's really hard to see, yeah.
It's over.
We're done. Enemy slain, defeated, murdered, squashed, impaled. I don't know if impaled is a word. Embalmed.
Let's cool things down a bit.
Did we encounter a... We didn't encounter a thing down there.
It's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
I had a feeling there might be bombs, considering the situation. Let's head back to here, I guess, then. And then we're gonna go over to this place and go see if we can find a man for the job. Or the woman for the job, I guess.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Who said that? There wasn't an elderly person there. Oh, hey, you got dialogue from me.
Clive.
A lot of dialogue from me.
You and I
have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade, and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names. Boss. You didn't think Ruzana Dalamil was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited it from her along with her title and her smithy. Wait, so maybe the Sid that appeared here was... Or the Sid that came here talked to that person, not this person. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble.
Alas.
She was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore to follow in her footsteps, that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That is why I kept her forge alive, which is why I play the desert hare, why I care for the orphans of Dalamil. Indeed, I had thought my obligations to Wrens and Drika to be most pressing concern. That is until the infamous Sid made a surprise reappearance. Rather muddy the waters.
Still?
I believe there is enough of me to go around, but do forgive me if the desert hare isn't always your beck and call, won't you?
Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
A veritable oasis with clear running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt that people have been gathering here since long before the founding of the Republic. Since it was founded, they've been gathering in even greater numbers to serve the needs of the miners who work Drake's Fang and the soldiers who guard it. And serve them they did, lulling their coffers far from the prying eyes and grasping fingers of the Republican excisemen. Not that edicts from Vandella carry more weight in these parts. Dalamir has long been something of a law unto itself. Here, those with the most money or the most friends make the rules.
At least they did.
Until Kupka built that castle of his at the heart of the Mother Crystal. Dalamil, oh yeah, Castle Dasbog. Dalamir has been Titan's fiefdom since then. And while his men may be liberal of their coin, they are anything but in the exercising of their authority, which, as I'm sure I don't need to tell you, is absolute.
So,
you see why those are the people's best interests at heart, to get upon themselves to organize their own protection. My predecessor chief among them. I'm wondering if he was killed by these men then, maybe.
How very fitting.
That the noble soldiers of Dalmekia and Wayload, partners in arms on so many battlefields, should also become partners in crime. Still, the merchants of Dalamil will be relieved to see them brought to justice. Many have been driven almost to ruin for want of crystal. I'm sure they would all be rushing to thank you for the service you have done for them. If, of course, they have any idea what you have done.
Of course.
As long as you remain reliant on the power of the crystals, we leave ourselves open to such exploitation. But people are such greedy, needy creatures.
There's simply no other way.
Clive, you must bring down each and every mother crystal in the twins, and put an end to the people's thoughtless dependence upon them. Do not try to disappoint me. I love that they had like an ill sound there, but didn't make him read out the 5 words that were on the screen. Good job, devs. So the one thing I don't like about the optional dialogue is that they have them read a little bit of it. If they're not going to read the entire thing out, don't make them read a tiny portion of it, because it makes reading it out loud very difficult.
Run like the wind.
I mean, it also kind of gives you an idea of what they sound like, I guess, but I don't like it as a feature in this. Like, either make them talk or don't make them talk. Oh, they are in a fallen airship, huh? Right, I'm here with good tidings, sir, and a new sword, I would hope, to boot.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone.
Oh.
But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
I'm not paying for your ore, buddy.
It's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to make it lighter.
Yeah.
What are you getting at?
The spirit of Dalamil might be ore that's found here.
Work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use.
Not adamantite.
He would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
There must be something here that we can use.
Then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits.
Yeah. Oh, actually, that might not be salt. That might be limestone.
The trick.
Fuck, I think it is limestone, actually.
Is to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell!
Doesn't have the speckles of green on it though, so I don't know. I didn't think it was at first.
You know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do.
I mean, to be fair, limestone is calcium carbonate, so actually it's basically the same thing as salt.
But...
the limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon
Yeah, but I'm not like going all the way back to the village to do this, so I guess we'll see what happens.
This is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
Yeah.
I can't thank you enough, Clive.
Clive is intrigued, and so am I.
Finding limestone over in the
It is an interesting case of these side quests that I do want to mention.
I'll meet you back at the forge.
Yeah.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
Also, I need to fix the audio. But it's an interesting case with this game that...
Or just throw it in the furnace.
I guess we'll find out. With side quests in Final Fantasy XIV, you are the warrior of light. You don't talk because that's your character. Your character would do the talking off screen, so it makes you feel like you are your character a lot more. However, with this game, Clive is a protagonist and he does talk a lot. So it makes me kind of wonder how they were going to handle it and execute it. Because when it comes to Clive, when it comes to side quests and the expectations of, okay, what is the motivation behind doing these side quests, Clive needs to give us that, so we know why he wants to do them. It can't just be, he's Sid the Outlaw, there was a reason for him wanting to help these people, and it's always interesting to find out, like back there, where Clive wanted to find out the mysteries and was intrigued to finish the journey. As opposed to 14, however, where it was entirely based on whether the player themselves had a reason, a motivation for doing it. And the game does a very clever job of doing that in Shadowbringers and Endwalker, where you are basically the warrior of light. You are someone who helps people no matter what, and you do not have to do all the side quests. But in this case, would Clive do this? Would Clive have the motivation to seek out this interest? That's what I find intriguing about this proposition.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
Do I get a nice thanks? Do I get my own chill out in the bath?
Tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Oh, only a field of bombs. An explosion of bombs. I don't know what they are called. Like a fleet of bombs, maybe?
You tell a fine story.
A revel of bombs.
That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about.
I mean, I'd hope you believe me, because I did sort out your problems for you.
Here, a small something by way of thanks.
You're not going to let me use your bath?
Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet
I wanted
be
a Clive bath scene. I'm very disappointed. Look, I know he's not Geralt, but that would have been cool. Scarletite. Okay.
Hanging lanterns, keep it up.
Well, we got to get some limestone. Hopefully we'll be allowed to harvest it. They're gonna make this easy for me or difficult? Looks like they're gonna make it easy. I like the music here. Good job, Clive. You did it. It's this limestone. Again, it is salt, but it's a different... Well, it's not technically a salt, it's an alkaline compound, but yeah.
One rock looks a lot like another.
Calcium carbonate.
Hopefully this is what Seven needs.
Right, that's the side quest sorted. Something I do like about this game compared to 14, and I think that is because of it's an MMO format. They can't just not give you stuff to do. But in this game, there's only a few side quests after you do certain plot points. There's only really like 2 to 3, so I do appreciate that I'm not having to do 20 side quests after a certain plot point, as I would probably have to do in 14. I remember in Endwalker, I tried to do all the side quests in each area as well after doing the plot points, and it was painful. I'm glad I didn't do that on stream, but it was awful, and I'm glad I didn't do that in the end for this either. Well, no, for Endwalker. In fact, I'm doing it for this because it has actual story in it. A brittle white stone that grows in the restorative hot springs near Dalamil. When dried and milled into a fine powder, it can be added to molten iron to purge the metal of impurities. So that sounds great. Sounds like exactly what we're looking for.
Oh, one of the good ones, you know that.
Oh, I know.
You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping.
No pressure, dude, but if this knife turns out to be a pile of shit, I'm not gonna be happy. I think it'll be fine, though. Oh wow.
That'll do, I reckon.
That looks pretty brittle, but it's not bad for first attempt.
Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamir?
Oh, framing it as a question, how cool.
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I
Poor
think
dude.
Indeed?
Why do you have to do him like this?
Sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use.
Oh.
And it's heavy, heavier than it should be.
Oh.
You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
God damn it.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I mean, it's not a bad attempt, to be fair.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative.
I mean, he was going to give up before I came, so...
How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Nothing.
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
Really?
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamilla's home.
How long have I been standing here for?
Wealthy lords and ladies.
I mean, this is a good, like, tutorial into how business actually goes out.
Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
Yes, Chef.
Just about passable. But only just.
Yay! That's not bad for a first attempt.
A little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher,
do your research on the person. Yeah, we mentioned this earlier that Hunter, if it's something, then you need to prepare for that situation.
Cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
That's great. Hell yeah.
There goes a master, all right.
Yeah, he fucking knows his shit.
Congratulations are in order.
I I couldn't have done it without you.
I like this quest because it actually makes his rise to leadership actually make more sense.
Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
Wasn't that far, to be fair. And we also found out some interesting stuff.
That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
Yeah.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
I might not need it, but I appreciate it. I mean, we need something to cut steak and chocobo steak apparently, so why not? But like chicken steak, which isn't actually that bad. I actually quite like chicken steak. Plot twist. Right, we can actually continue the main story now. Let's head over there, shall we?
Needed to a silk.
Right, okay, we're making our way now towards the actual quest objective. Ah, shit. Right, I don't want you there, Uncle, because the bad stuff could happen to you, but if you are going to be joining me, at least, I don't know, wait outside. Oh, the crystals are back.
You're a friend of Lubor's, aren't you? Everyone's getting their crystals now, if that's what you're worried about.
Yeah.
So, let's leave it there, shall we?
Oh.
No sense making a mountain out of a molehill. Not now the
What's that for me in?
We should get going soon.
No sense of making a mountain out of a molehill? Well, just don't do too many favors because it'll end up being bad for you and everyone else involved. Maybe. I don't know.
Ready, go?
I've mentioned this before, but I don't really want to get rid of Garuda's icon ability. Just compared to the others, she is so useful. Her attacks are fast, sure, but her actual benefit comes from the grapple move, which is just always going to be good in boss encounters. Maybe I take it off during regular combat when we actually go to an actual boss fight, I put it back on. But it just feels like it's such a useful thing that I have no reason to take off it for any reason whatsoever. Like, if we're evaluating this critically, there is no reason for me to take off Garuda ever. Same with actually Ramu too, because of shot lock. But the range move at first I thought wasn't going to be very good, but it actually turned out to be great. For doing good posture damage. I could feasibly play the game with just those two. Oh wow. It's like Drake's Fang. I like that all the crystals are different.
Drake's Fang.
Yeah. It's not especially pretty looking.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert.
Hey, we'll be fine, come on.
You'll need to keep your wits about
you are going to be staying here, good.
Him. So be careful.
I will, Uncle.
I didn't realize he had a scar over his right eye.
Clive, allow me to apologize.
Oh? For what?
After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring
come
me
on, dude.
favor.
Not your fault, you were just trying to help.
I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am. And I'm sorry.
Give him a hug.
Please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back.
I don't know if Clive wants to do that anymore.
Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so.
Also, as Joshua said, maybe Rosaria is just too lost.
However, no. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now.
Yeah. Don't situate ourselves into one kingdom, but build something new.
Where men can live and die on their own terms.
Just as Sid said, fight for a better life, not for a good death.
Was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of...
Yeah, that was something I wanted to touch on, was how Rosaria does treat its bearers. They seem to be nice, outside of Annabelle.
That spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father.
Yeah, Elwyn.
You would see me follow in his footsteps. And That is exactly what I mean.
And he cannot be held in chains by his old kingdom, as we know. That's why he went to Phoenix Gate in the first place, to break those chains.
By extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
It 100% is. It's the most just cause you can have.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew.
And I am proud to call you uncle. Say it. God damn it.
Well then, this is where we must part ways.
It was great seeing you,
Wish me
uncle.
luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band.
Well, in a place that's safe and secure, of course.
Till then, my boy.
Goodbye, uncle. I'm glad what they did with him.
Go safely.
This has been a really cool part of the story.
And you, nephew.
We've been able to
catch up on, you and I.
Yeah.
I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet. You can regale me too, Torgal.
Enjoy the pets. Yeah. He's the best man in the entire world. I love him so much. Also, let's have a look at this. Torgal. Yeah. Byron is great. Kind of like the more theatrist performer version of Elwyn, but I like the tone to his mistakes, and that we kind of got a good reason why Clive doesn't want to become king of Rosaria. I'm glad we kind of got that look into this, instead of it just being like, oh, he's not gonna do it because he's gonna do it after this. I feel like in any other game, Clive would then go back and rule Rosaria. But that's not what this is about. This isn't about us ruling one single nation and changing that, but changing the entire nation. Not just this nation, not just this island, but also Ash as well. And maybe, as Joshua said, maybe we don't stay here. Maybe we go somewhere else. This realm is not just Valisthea. There's other places out there in this world that make up the greater continent, and maybe we'll see it. Maybe we'll leave and go and check it out at some point. But that's what this all is. That's what this all has been building to. This sense of saving everyone and not just, you know, dying a hard and cruel death, because so many have done that. Like, why give up when we can do something like that? And that's what I like about Clive. Anyway, yes, Drake's Fang. Unlike the other mother crystals of Valisthea, that tower over above the realm, Drake's Fang lies buried deep within a hollow crag scholars call a geode. We are going to do that, but first I'm going to head back to the hideaway to see if I can get anything new. Maybe check out the lore. But I wanted to see if there's any. Yeah, there's a bunch of new things here. Okay, right, let's go do this.
The little ones have been up to their old tricks again.
Drawing on the deck? Blasphemy. Oh, you've got a new hunt for me, haven't you, Nectar? God damn you, you Moogle. Moogle bastard. A hill to die on. Okay, we're gonna do this after the thing, but I know it's there now. I do appreciate that. Also, hey, Alto.
Drake's Fang is one of the most heavily guarded places in the Republic. You'll need your wits about you.
Oh, I need my wits and more, probably.
And how may I assist you today?
With subtitles, hopefully.
How may I help you today?
I know that he visits, and now he accompanies, and they've crossed paths because of fucking course they have. God damn it, you asshole. Well, yeah, I mean, we know that Jill killed them. They battled, and now he's still tracking him, and hopefully we can finally deal with Hugo and kill him once and for all.
One must understand one's place in the world.
Okay.
The state of the realm is ever changing.
I want to go to the law guy and also check out my letters, but then we are going to head over there. Also check on Charon's merchant place. I don't think there's anything new, but I just want to have a look anyway. Might be able to reinforce the weapons with new stuff. Hey, Charon.
And what can I do for you?
Oh, mid. I'll talk about mid in a second. Yeah, we already bought that.
It'd better all be here.
I don't think it's worth buying this, but I do appreciate that it does exist. Also, to be fair, that does restore half my HP, but I would only really use this if I'm like at my end of my life, basically. But I do appreciate that it is here in case I do want it.
Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
I mean, you want me to come again so I can pay you. Okay, let's do this now.
Summer storm, that one.
Falls in when you least expect it, soaking you to your skin, leaving you wringing your breeches. Just like an old man. Keeps us on our toes, though.
What do you want?
Well, I can upgrade this, but I need more electrum. Oh no, this is crafting. Never mind. Yeah, I can't craft anything right now.
And?
It's worth having a look though, anyway. A desert alliance. Oh yeah. Sid II, I trust you'll forgive me for putting you and your dear uncle to the test. I am confident that a man of your position can understand the importance of earning one's trust, especially in times like these. What it is worth, you have now mine, and I can assure you it should not be easily relinquished. May this be the start of a fruitful relationship, Rosanna. Oh, there we go. We're now friends and buddies. Isn't that nice?
Sid's going to find Cooker and finish them.
Oh, don't worry, I am. Oh, he's called Zora the Dust Displacer? That's a hell of a name. I want to be called a Dust Displacer.
Tome says he's looking.
That's the best name for someone who sweeps the ground.
I know.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive?
Yeah, law.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. You wish to study the tomes?
Maybe. Oh, Dallas. Yeah, she's one of the curse breakers being counted in the side quest. Further, yes, this man. Bernard, yes. Ash. Oh, okay, we got some information about Ash now, nice. Though slightly smaller than her sister to the west, the eastern continent of Valisthea is markedly more altitudinous. Her lightly wooded shores, guarded on all sides by high, nigh unscalable cliffs, have been ravaged by the Blight, still more grievously than Storm. The Kingdom of Waylord is now her sole remaining nation. So there were multiple at one point, but because of Blight, it did get kind of fucked. That makes sense. The Buyer's Kiss. It was forged in Dalamil. Its name is known across the Republic for the quality of its steel and the skill of its smiths. The Forge Master of the Buyer's Kiss is a man of many titles: Forge Master Non-Parel, Deserter, Rosanna Dalamil, and dear friend and ally of the late Sodolphus Telemon. The Jaw. A wild mountainous region of southwestern Dalmatia, which you can see down the Great Lakes hang in distance. A vast and arid wilderness located in the Dalmatian Republic. The further west one travels, the deeper and more forbidden the sand grows, and the more frequent the signs of settlements long since deserted. To the south, waters can at least be found, albeit piping hot, a quality which has given rise to Dalamil Inn and the hot springs surrounding it. Despite the forbidding environment, trade ensures a steady flow of traffic north and south, served by various inns along the way. Twinside. Yeah, the new capital. Okay, yeah, this is actually something I did want to find out about. The painstaking process of slicing away the bearer's band so that no mark remains. Tarja, the hide-based Physica, has mastered the procedure, though it still entails a good deal of pain and of risk. Indeed, the brand is written in poison ink, that any attempt to remove it should result in death. Given this, many choose to forgo the process, even though their ban precludes them from ever leaving their hideaway. It sucks, but it's just what they've done apparently. Frostwolf, a rare breed of wolf from the frozen northern territories that are said to have been able to conjure magics. An ancient fable, but the region predominantly features a frostwolf by the name of Fenrir, who was a companion to the Queen of the Snows, most likely an allusion to the dominant Shiva, and defended her not with tooth and claw, but with bolts of ice. And that is Torgal. The Ionar, the flagship of the Wayloader Navy, also known as the Black Galleon, alongside the Royal Cavalry, is the pride of Wayload and is capable of swiftly delivering elite troops onto enemy soil to make war in the name of the mighty Odin. Wyvern-tail, the elegant white flower that is a symbol of the Holy Empire Sambrek, and we did see him using this, the Sylvester, in the first cutscene we ever saw him in. He was playing around with it. Astrologia. Members of the Gregorian clergy who divine the future from the movement of the heavens. It literally is Ishgard. It has long been custom for the astrologers of the imperial court to share their auguries, only with the emperor granting them significantly political influence. Rather that is that the emperor of the day shares Sylvester's inclination to heed their advice. Well, compared to Ishgard, who eventually disregarded the astrologicum as an authority and as a pioneering part of Ishgardian society, they've actually embrace that in this world, which is kind of interesting. It feels like the opposite Ishgard, where Ishgard didn't have a good relationship with dragons, didn't really believe in the whole fate thing with the skies, even though there was a whole thing built for it in the society, the astrological, as I described earlier. As opposed to that, though, Sambrek does enjoy the company of dragons and has astrologers which determine fate and all that, which is why Sylvester is such an asshole, because he only believes in fate and doesn't care about actual people. But there you have it.
Learn everything you needed?
I think so.
Tom says he's looking for books about Torgal.
Tom said he's looking for books about Torgal. Oh my god, I love it. I do. Oh. Yeah, Mythal. I know about Mythal. I did play FF7 where you had to go talk to a man and talk to him about after killing a certain amount of enemies to go get Mythal from him, and it sucked.
Is it business or pleasure?
Actually, pleasure. Is irrepressible, the word. That girl doesn't let anyone get her down, that's for certain.
Quite the opposite.
In fact, she's got a way of making every bugger else get up and dance to her tune.
Like father, like daughter.
Eh? I'd say it ran in the blood if I didn't know better. Can't wait to see what kind of queer contraption she comes up with next, so long as she doesn't try and vote me into building it for her. Well, there you have it. Airship, I am calling it now. A big old airship are gonna ride into the final boss's area, likely. See, I still think Ultima is the main antagonist, but I am curious to see how Odin and Barnabas and Sylvester are involved in all of this. There's so many plot lines that I feel like are coalescing into something grandiose towards the end. So I'm curious to see how they go along that route. But anyway, let's finally get on this and go and visit Drake's Fang. I will see you in there. Oh shit! Wait, I didn't even realise he had a whole new thing here, Torgal. The Blood of Fenrir, Millennial Decay, Ecliptic Howl, Howling Moon, Smite of Rage, Banish. Whoa! Clive, why don't you get that? Wow, look at him. I'm a cute little dog. Okay, I mean, I was saving up for this, wasn't I? Just to get it, at least. I want the cool new move. Right. Let's go. I know I can make my ability stronger, but I'd rather have new cool moves to play around with. Right, let's do this. Kill.